Hello everyone. I hope the notification is out today. I really hope the notification is out today. Trying to get used to my new device. Shagun Fatuma, good morning. Did you get the notification, Shagun? Mashu, good morning. Is the notification out? Rochelle White, good morning. She Sandra, did you guys get any notification? Nanon Adebayo, James Miller, good morning, welcome. Shigo Nwafo, welcome. Liz, that's Kenya, good morning. Lemi Benga, good morning. Bolachi Sheung, good morning. Okay, good. So you people got Nkiru Ojimado, good morning. Ufoma, good morning. Charles Smith, Kennedy James, we have Festus. Oluwaseyin, good morning. Ekonsame Thompson, good morning. Terry Samuel, good morning. Many Blessing. Mariama Kagbo, good morning. Richard Buzima, morning. Aibovo, Iziegbe, Michael Afolabi, good morning. Regine Ganub, good morning. Mintabe, wow. Lola Shoronke, good morning. Shioma, good morning. Shegun Fax, morning. Terry Samuel, good morning. Malaysia, Beat. Olukayode, Ayodeji, Kolawole, Paul Eric, Bimbo. You know what? I want to encourage all of you. Marites, good morning. Benga Okikiola, wow. Akinlabi, good morning. I want to encourage all of you. Obi, welcome. Good morning. Sheyi Oshewa, good morning. You know what? I want to encourage all of you to go ahead and share the link. Go ahead and share this link because you're going to need it. You know, this message today, you are going to need it, I tell you. And so you want to go and share it, and your friends are going to need it. They are going to be very angry at you if you don't go share this link. If you don't go to invite them, if you don't go to invite your friends right now, they are going to be pretty cross with you if they miss this message. Believe me, they are not going to like it if you miss this message. So go get your friends, call them, and let them come join this message. This message is going to be helpful to them. It's going to be helpful to them. Because I'm going to be talking today about something very personal. Something very personal to every one of us. So go get your friends. Go get anybody that matters to you. You want to make them to join this thing. And I'm going to start right now. So one of the things you want to do is that you want to, okay, Apostle Dorothy Hervey is asking, hello, Pastor, can you see me? Hello, Apostle, I'm saying hi. I was talking about other things, but your question brought that attention to you because you really wanted me to see you. So I'm saying, I'm seeing you. And I'm sure many other people might be thinking the same. Pastor, are you seeing me too? All right, I'm seeing you guys. But I want you to go look for the share button right now. Go to your timeline. Go and look for your share button and go and share that link. Go share the link. Go look for your share button and share the link. All right? Go share the link. Go look for your share button and share the link and invite people. I invite people to invite your friends. Anastasia McDonald, good morning. She's also screaming, good morning, Anastasia. So go get somebody, go get your friends, and go share the link. If you have shared it, then we'll be ready to go. Okay, tell me if you have shared the link already. If you have shared the link, then we'll be ready to go. All right, just let me know if you're ready. Okay. Lawrence Emmanuel, wonderful, wonderful. Good job. Lawrence Emmanuel is saying, Pastor Sunday, thank you for the encouragement. I am seriously working on my project that I told you about. You see, people that are on this platform who come to listen to me, one good thing is that everybody is having one project or the other right now. Everybody is starting some project. And I'm very proud of you guys. Everyone is starting a project or the other because we are beginning to recognize our value. We are beginning to know that we could contribute. Many also is saying, Pastor, I have been trying to buy your book, Money Won't Make You Rich, but Nigerian card is declined. Is there a bank account I can wire? Master of Money? I don't have a book that is called Master of Money. I have a book that is called Money Won't Make You Rich. Master of Money is a video, I think, that was done about me. So you can get that video on YouTube for free. But my book is called Money Won't Make You Rich. So if that is in every bookstore in Nigeria as well. So it's not Master of Money. I don't think I have a book called Master of Money. I'm sorry. Master of Money, I saw a film that was made about me, where, about how I made 200 millionaires. Maybe somebody went and released a book under my name. I don't know. That happens also sometimes. Okay, Shioma is also talking about the project. Many projects, Pastor. My life has meaning now. Yeah, many projects. Oluwatoyin also, I know, is having his own project. Chegu Fatumu, I know, is working on a project. Kike Moronkeji is working on our own project. We want to change the world. People on this platform are going to change the world. Everybody is having life-changing projects. That's it. We are talking now. This is what Christianity is supposed to be about. Sandra Nanka said, I want to start my own project as well. Edwin is saying, thank you. I'm able to get the link to download the video at last. I put myself under pressure and I was able to do it myself. Good. Adams Kushi said, good morning. Please, are you what? What it is? Are you the one David Hathaway been talking about in his book? He talks about the Nigerian who, yeah, I think so. I know David Hathaway, yeah. I don't know what he was saying about me, but I know him. It could be about me. It might not be. Okay, Shioma is saying, between now and December, the result of your teachings should give birth to at least 4 new products. Good. Shigo Nwafo say, you are right now making more millionaires. Yeah. But, I have a whole... Shigo, by the way, you missed it. I think you came to this platform. You started watching this platform after I finished my series on making millionaires, on financial laws and loss of money and, loss of money. I have it on my... If you want to become a millionaire, no problem. Go get that series. I have that series also on my blog already. It's all there in this series. Go look for it. A series on financial freedom, and that's the laws of how to become a millionaire. Everybody can become a millionaire, and I've released that already. And you could go get my book as well. But but apart from becoming millionaires, there are a lot of other projects that people are running with already, and this is amazing. So Beer in Style also said new ideas for business are coming to people. Lawrence is in Australia and he's starting his own project over there. Anastasia said, please see my art project at Awakenings Art by Anastasia on Facebook. So Anastasia is on with our own project as well. Okay, many blessing. You are talking about the audio, the link to the Master of Money audio. Yeah, it's not a. I don't know if it's a. Yeah, I think you can get it. I don't know. I think it's one of the guys, one of my disciples. Okay, if it is smart and relentless, yeah, that is the audio. Yeah, those was my teachings I did on finances. Yeah, that is so true. This guy, smart and relentless, is wonderful. He went and put together my teachings and is helping people to create millionaires. So Master of Money they are my audio teachings on how I created 200 millionaires. But you could get all those teachings also here for free. You could get all those teachings by going to my blog, sundayadelajablog.com, and go and look for the financial series. You could either buy it with money or you could get it for free. So if you are in the Western world and you want to have the whole package sent to you, you pay for it. But you could go to the YouTube blog, Sunday Adelaja blog, go to my video blog, or ask or get in touch with one of the guys. You can get in touch with Diepere or Ben, and and they will send them to you downloaded for free if you are in Nigeria. But if you are in the West and you have the money, they can pay for it if you are in the West. But if you are in Nigeria, you could get it for free. If you are in the West too, you could get it for free because it's on my blog and on my YouTube for free. So Master of Money is the work that this guy has done on it. And I told him, I gave him the permission. Take my products, take my teaching, go make it into a product, sell it, and make money for yourself. Make money to promote your own ministry. Make money through it. Sell my video cassettes, audio cassettes. Go and package them, put them in good quality, and go and sell them. Go and sell them and make money for yourself. Do whatever you need to do. Just give credit to God and give credit to the owner that this is Pastor Sunday's material. Make sure it's in a good. You are doing it well. Sell it. Let people make money. Go take my teachings that I'm giving you. Go package it into a life coaching material. Begin to do life coaching. Use my material. Do life coach. Like this, my book. Who am I? Somebody took it and is one of the biggest speakers right now in our country here, and people are coming in droves to God because of this teaching. So why don't you do that? Go ahead and get my projects, my teachings, and anyone you like, and become who you need to become. Adetoro Akinshe is also talking to us. She's saying, here is my project, selling all over the world already, and working day and night to perfect it. Excellent. Adetoro is having her own project also going for her. Abraham Great is joining us. Pastor Great, I couldn't join you this morning, unfortunately. I tried to join. I came to your page. I tried to put on the video, but the video will not work. Pastor Great is praying. He's having a prayers meeting every 1 hour, on Facebook. So, all right. Afolabi Victor says, I'm working on my youth leadership project for Africa from Nigeria as well. Think Africa Initiative. Yeah, that's it. Let's change the world. We need to change the world. We need to change the world as fast as possible. Sandra said, Pastor, I'm about to start my own project here in Germany as well. You see, now you begin to discover that what you hear, the testimonies that you hear right now in Ukraine every Saturday and every Sunday is nothing special. There is nothing special. If you get trained and you get coached by Pastor Sunday, you will produce something. You will bring forth result. And that's one of the things I'm going to talk about today. That's what I'm going to be talking about today. Today's topic is going to be crucial to all of us. So the topic today is your net worth depends on your added value. Your net worth depends on your added value. Now, that might be a little bit complicated for some of you, so I've got to take time to explain to you what we're talking about. What is your net worth? So today I'm going to be talking about net worth, your net worth, and what determines your net worth. And how do you create a net worth for yourself? And how do you create your worth? Now, what is your net worth? And how do you increase your net worth? And if you are not there last night, I'm sorry, because last night there was no notification because we were trying to get to use this new device. So we didn't, we did the wrong thing. So the notification didn't go out. But so if you did not listen to last night's message, that old message of last night, turning your life into a system of value chain, that old message of yesterday is about net worth. It's about net worth, really. But I want to continue it and really, call it another thing today. So you need to hear about this message about net worth. So what is your net worth as a human being, as a person? Of course, first of all, we know that we have worth because we are created by the image and likeness of God, that we are people of worth because God lives in us. So our worth is determined and our value is determined by the fact that God lives in us. But you know what? Even that fact that you are created by God and God lives in you might not be giving you any value for your money. That understanding by itself might not be giving you anything. That understanding that God is in you, you might not be exploiting it. It might not be of any worth until you act on some things. So for the fact that you are, for example, there are some people who go to church, especially people who go to church. Okay, for example, let me tell you this story. I was in Singapore. I was in Singapore one time. And while I was I got some pastors from America, but these are pastors of Nigerian descent. They wanted to travel with me. So some of them traveled from Europe, some of them from, they were not only Nigerians. We had some Swedish people with me. We had some Russians with me, some Americans with me. Then there were some Nigerians with me as well. So what happened was, each time, we had also women in the team. So we have women in the team. What I noticed is that, each time I want to do any little thing, my Nigerian pastors will always run to take, for example, they will run and try to help me. Okay, one particular day, we were going to the airport. And, my stuff were in the hands of my assistants and things, but I had two little bags. I have one bag here and one bag on the other hand, but they were just handbag, So one pastor came and started taking he had two heavy bags already and started taking the bags from me. I said, okay, if you didn't have anything in your hands, I understand. But you already overloaded. Why should you be taking mine as well? Oh, he said he wanted to help. Okay. So I gave him one. Then the other African pastor came also and wanted to take the little thing in my hand. And meanwhile, there were ladies who were carrying their bags to the airport as well. So I went and took the bags from the ladies, and I started carrying the bags of the ladies. And these pastors again came to take the bags from me. So I said, I don't understand. Okay, everybody had bags, you had bags. Okay, let's say you wanted to honor me. Good, I understand. Because I don't understand why you should be honoring me when your hands are busy and my hands are not so busy as yours. If your hands are already busy, I have two hands. I'm a human being like you. I have two hands and my hands can still work. I'm not invalid. I'm not, I'm not paralyzed. So my hands can work. So let me go and use my hands. Just allow me to use my hands. And now I succumbed because they were all on me. I said, I succumbed. But while I gave them my bags, I noticed that they were so concerned about carrying my bag. But there were ladies who were carrying heavier bags than me. And they were not paying attention to those ladies. They were not paying attention to, they were not even thinking about helping the ladies. So I went ahead and took the bags from the women. It was only when I took the bags from the women, they didn't run to the ladies. They ran to me again to now take the bags of those women that I was now carrying, to take them from me again. Okay. So, that got to me. And I said, okay, you guys, listen, I don't understand. People whose mind have been so brainwashed. Oh my God. People's mind has been so brainwashed. People's minds have been so brainwashed, my God. I called them. I said, why are you doing this? Why do you think you have to carry my bag? First of all, I have my hands. I could use my hands because your hands are already busy. I'm not, I have hands. Let me use my hands. Okay. Secondly, even if you want to help anybody, if you are so generous and you are so kind and you want to help people, there are real needs around us here. The real needs are with the women. First of all, they are women. It just breaks my heart. This is just breaking my heart. If they are women, they are already weaker vessels. Go tend to them. Go help them. They are the ones who need help. They need help more than I need help. I don't need help. They need the help. You didn't even notice them. You are not even paying attention to them. Okay, if you want to help anybody, go help people in need. I was not in need. Why were you all rushing me? Anyway, but you did not help them. But these same women, their bags, as soon as I went and took their bags, you are not rushing to them. You are rushing to me to take their bags, this lady's bag from me now. So one of them, who was a boldest, the senior pastor, he was a senior pastor of his own ministry, of course. So this other pastor came and I started trying to defend, and he was a good guy. Oh, these people are really nice people, nice guys, nice, good people. So the pastor was telling me that, I respect him, they all want to call me sir. I don't like people to call me sir, this and this, daddy, mommy, or this. I just treat people like colleagues and friends. So I said, just explain, what's the problem? Maybe there's something I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing here. So they told me that it's because they are honoring my position. They were honoring my position. I said, so what was that position? They said, even though they saw the needs, they saw the ladies that needed that were carrying those bags, but how did they put it? But they needed to serve the anointing or something like that. They needed to serve the anointing, or I can't remember the explanation, but something similar to that. Because I was the anointed one, so to say. I was the one that was the big guy. I was the anointed one, and because I am the senior. I'm the pastor, I'm the anointed one, I am the pastor, and so because I'm the pastor, they have to serve me. Okay? But I began to tell them that you are deciding my worth because of what I've done. But that is what the world does. That is like the world. They're honoring the anointing. Yeah, that's it. Honoring the anointing. They are honoring the anointing. I said, okay, if you are honoring the anointing. But I told them, listen to this. Okay, why? I asked them the question, why did I go to the ladies to pick their bags? Oh, they said maybe because, you want to help them because they are women. I said, yes. I said, but you also saw them. Why is it that you didn't try to help them because they are women? Oh, because you are the pastor, you are the man of God. Okay. I told them this. I said, please, if you really want to follow me and become my disciples, as you said, you want to become my disciple, you want me to mentor you, you want to become my mentee, let me tell you my philosophy. My philosophy is this, that everyone deserves to be honored. Everybody deserves to be honored. Every human being deserves to be honored. Everybody has worth, not because of what they have achieved. That is the way the world rates us. Yes, for the world, for the secular world, for the unbeliever world, yeah, that's true. But for we Christians, for us Christians, we should see people differently. We should give everybody honor. We should give everybody worth, because they are made in the image and likeness of God. Every human deserves to be respected. Every human deserves to be honored. And those women, they deserve to be, they deserve to be honored twice. First of all, the ladies deserve to be honored because they're the weaker vessel. I mean, that's just logical. She is weak. She is supposed to be supported. The ladies, they don't have the strength that the men have. That's just logical. You don't even need to be a Christian here to be able to be kind and to be nice to the lady. The lady shouldn't be carrying the heavy bags. You are the stronger one. I mean, that's just logical. All right? Okay, so you are supposed to help her that way. Number two, everybody that has needs, it doesn't have to be a pastor. And I told them, if I don't even need to, okay, what you have seen now, you saw me going to take the bags of the ladies, just because, if I have a choice, I would rather help the lady than help the man, because, you are strong enough. But if the ladies were not to be here, and your hands were to be busy, and I was to be working without anything, my hands were to be free, I told them, I will not just pass by you. I will not allow you to carry all the load by yourself. If the ladies were not to be here and your hands were busy, I, Pastor Sunday, will be carrying your bag. They said, no, Pastor will not allow that. No, Pastor, no, no, don't do that. No, Pastor, They are so scared. Don't do that. But you ask people who know me here, people in my church, I will tell you, I carry their bag because it's logical. You have two hands, I have two hands. Your two hands are busy. My two hands are free. You don't have to be, that's just common sense that I should come and help you because my hands are free. So I should come and help you carry your bag. But they are saying they will not allow me to just because I'm a pastor. It is not your position that decides your worth. It is not your achievement that decides your worth. What decides your worth is that you are human. Just the fact that you are human itself gives you worth. Just because you are human itself makes you to be deserving of worth and honor and respect. So, I carry bags for my people, either men or women, if it is logical, because it's logical that my hands are free at this time, but your hands are so big, are so full. It's just logical. I'm the only guy around. I'm the only person around to, and I'm seeing you. I'm not blind. I'm seeing that you are overloading yourself, and it's just pure logic that I come and help you. I just need to be human. But Pastor, you are the big man. You are big man too, because God lives in you. It's not just the pastor that must be honored. The Bible says, honor, yes, give honor to whom honor is due, yes. It is okay to honor your pastor. It is okay to honor people who deserve the honor. It is okay to honor people in position, in higher position. That is proper. But even those people in higher position, they too must honor people who are lower than them. On what basis? Because the Bible says, honor all men. 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 Not just honor the people in high positions, not just honor pastors, but even pastor himself is supposed to honor other people. Even the pastor himself must honor his members. But the kind of churches that we have today is that we make members not just to honor the pastors, but it's one way road. It's only the members honoring and almost worshiping pastors, and pastors, they think they just deserve to receive the honor. Pastors are only receiving. But it's wrong. Pastor is supposed to honor as well. The pastor is supposed to be honoring all men under him and near him, because God is in all men. You see, you cannot truly honor God if you cannot honor men, all men. You only honor God when you honor men. You only honor God when you honor men. You only honor God to the extent to which you honor man. You only honor God to the extent to which you honor man. So, you cannot truly honor God that you don't see if you cannot honor the man that is around you, that you see here all the time. So you cannot truly honor God if you don't honor everybody. That is why Jesus said, I was naked. It was not, the person, the pure guy that was naked. He said, I was the one who was naked. Why is it that they didn't see him? They said, we didn't see you naked. The reason they didn't see him naked was because they were looking for Jesus. They were not looking for the poor guy. They were not looking for the ordinary people. And Jesus said, the way you treat any ordinary person that is naked, any ordinary person that is hungry, any ordinary person that is sick, the way you attend to them, the way you honor them, the way you attend to them is the way you attend. It's me you are attending to. I was the one you neglected. I was the one you bypassed. I was the one you didn't honor. I was the one you didn't respect. So Jesus didn't say it was the poor man you didn't feed. He said you didn't feed me. Jesus didn't say it was the poor man that was hungry. He said I was the one that was hungry. So it's not about you and the man. It's not about you and the poor man. It's not about you and the hungry man. It's about you and God. That's how God calls it. So, I personally think if you go to a church where they only teach to honor the pastors and the big men and the leaders, you are supposed to run away from that church. Everybody deserves honor. Everybody deserves to be respected. Everybody deserves to be honored. Everybody is valuable. And what makes you valuable is not the money you have. What makes you valuable is not the position you occupy. What makes you valuable, first of all, those things are okay too. I mean, of course, those things make you valuable too. But what the essence, the fundamental value and worth that you have is, first of all, the fact that God is in you. You are made and created in the image of God. You are God's image. That is the most important thing that makes you valuable, first of all. You are God's likeness. And the Bible tells us that if you don't love your neighbor that is nearby you, individual, a person, if you don't love him, you cannot love him, then you cannot truly, really love God. You cannot love God. There is no way you can claim to love God if you But this is really not what I'm about, what my message is today. My message is, I want to talk about another mess. I want to talk about worth, yeah, your net worth, but it's not your worth that I want to talk about. What I'm talking about right now is your worth. But what I want to talk about actually is about your net worth. But I see the way the Holy Spirit is leading me. There might be a reason why God is leading me to do this. So I am laying the foundation. This message is only foundational. So I'm laying the foundation about your worth before I get into your net worth. So your net worth will be tonight, I think, because right now I'm just going to talk about your worth because that's what Holy Spirit is leading me to talk about, all right? So I'm going to finish this topic about your worth, but this is not the topic. This is not the real heart of the topic. This is just introductory. This is just laying on of the foundation. So I'm laying the foundation now for the real topic, and this is like introduction, and the real topic is going to be about your net worth. Your net worth. But before I talk about net worth, I want to first of all talk about your worth in general. Your worth. That your worth is that you have God in you. You are this child of God. You have the image of God. So even though we honor pastors, even though we honor ministers, I'm a pastor myself. I don't say you don't honor pastors and you disregard them, but pastors too must honor their children. Just like parents. If you are a parent and you just demand that your children will only honor you and you don't give them any honor back, you don't honor your children, they are going to become rebellious one way or the other. They are going to become rebellious, whether you like it or not. So don't be in an organization. I don't think you have to be in an organization or in a system that only makes people into slaves, that only makes you people to want to just bow down to another man. By the way, nobody should bow down to another man. Nobody should worship another man. No, there is no scriptural basis for that. And that's what Jesus was trying to teach us. He was trying to correct when he said, don't call anybody father, don't call anybody teacher. It's not that you shouldn't call somebody teacher or father. You can use the word father or teacher. But the idea Jesus was trying to say is to pass across that don't elevate people too much as to worshiping them. Don't elevate people too much as to degrading your own value or your own worth. Don't elevate people so much that you see yourself as nothing. So don't ever be in a system. Don't ever remain in a church where they make you to feel as if you are nothing. Don't ever remain in a system. Don't ever remain in a church where they put down your worth. They put down your honor, your glory. That should never happen. Either there's a pastor, apostle, bishop, doctor, it doesn't matter, or your boss at work. Nobody has the right to break you, to humiliate you, to dishonor you. Don't allow men to dishonor you. Don't allow men to use disgrace as a measure of training you. Don't allow people to use shame to break you. We should never use shame to teach people. We should never use disgrace to try to say, oh, I just want to teach you. Don't ever use shame. Don't ever use disgrace to teach people. When you use shame, disgrace, dishonor, disrespect as a way of teaching somebody, you destroy their humanity. You disgrace their humanity. You destroy their honor. You destroy their humanity. You bring down the honor of God that is upon their lives. The Bible says that God he has crowned us with glory and honor. That's what the Bible says. Let's look at it. In Psalm chapter 8. I don't know why God is making me to do this topic today. This is not what one minute ago, before I started, I didn't even know I was going to talk about this. Even after I started, I never knew I was going to talk about this. But God is just making me to talk about it, to lay the foundation before I talk about the real topic. Actually, I wanted to talk about net worth, not about worth. But God is making me, I don't know, maybe somebody needs this. I don't get it. Somebody might have needed this, I think. But this is not the topic I wanted to talk about. But I'm just going to obey God. I'm just going to obey God, okay? I'm going to obey God. I'm going to obey God and just do what I need to do. I'm going to obey God and do what I need to do. Because God is not leaving me alone. He wants me to give that message. And the Bible says that God has crowned us with honor and glory. If God has crowned you, that is Psalm 8. Psalm 8. I mean, yeah. If God has crowned you with glory and honor, Psalm 8 verse 5, the Bible says, For thou hast made him a little lower than the angels, and hast crowned him with glory and honor. Hello, friends, look at me here. Look at me here. God, your Father, is telling you now, don't you allow any human being to put you down. Don't you allow any human being to dishonor you. Don't you allow any human being to degrade you. Don't you allow any human being to dishonor you. No matter what you have done, no matter what happened. Even if they are going to discipline you, let them discipline you out of love. Even if they are going to punish you, let them punish you out of love. But they should not touch your glory. They should not touch your honor. They should not touch your worth. You should never allow any human to put you down, to put down your worth, to put down your humanity. The Bible says your God, the creator of heaven and earth, so much honors you. Can you imagine? God honors us. God honors us. God honors you so much. God honors each one of us so much that even God would not disgrace you like that. Even God would not dishonor you. Why? Because if he dishonors you, he will be going against himself. God would rather put honor upon your head. God will rather put glory upon your head. God is an elevator of your head. God is the one that elevates your head. God is the one that elevates your head. He doesn't put shame on you. He doesn't put you down. He doesn't disgrace you. He will not humiliate you. God rather gives you honor. He crowns you. There is a crown of honor in your head. There is a crown of glory in your head. Don't let any human, don't you let any human remove that glory. Don't let any human remove that honor. Don't let any human remove that glory. Don't let any human remove that honor, that crown that is on your head. It's not just the pastor that is crowned with glory. It's not just pastor that is crowned with honor. It's not just ministers who are crowned with glory. It's not just ministers who are crowned with honor. Every one of us are crowned with glory and honor. Every one of us. Somebody says, don't touch my anointed and do my prophet no harm. Yeah, you are anointed too. You are anointed too. You are anointed too. You too are anointed. So don't let anybody touch your anointing too. Don't let anybody do that. You are also the apple of God's eye. We are all made in his image. And by the way, anybody that puts a human being down, anybody that humiliates another person, the person is humiliating his master. And he said that if you treat the poor, if you humiliate the poor, you are humiliating his creator. It's not just the poor. If you humiliate anybody, if you mistreat any human being, you are mistreating his creator. If you are allowing anybody to humiliate you, I even heard, somebody even told me this, I don't know if it's true or not, but somebody even told me this, that pastors will slap their church members, or pastors will even some pastors will even slap their pastors, their co-pastors, or their assistant pastors, or maybe not just slap them, but they just do this. Somebody say they will shout at you from the stage, they will disgrace you, all kind of things that people do to people. I want to think that people are doing all that because of ignorance. But I think people are just ignorant. People are just ignorant. So you are already you are already deserving. The point I was trying to make is that, you are not respected. That's why in James, you remember in James, the Bible says that when you come to church, we should not have reserved places for pastors. We should not, for humans, for anybody. You remember in James that when you come to church, that we should not have places reserved for anybody. That no place should be reserved. But today, churches are reserving places. As if they don't even read the Bible anymore. As if it's not in the Bible. We are reserving places for people right now in the churches. Unfortunately, that is happening in our churches. And we are reserving places not just for pastors. Like, for example, the way I know this is that in our church, I had some pastors come from all over the world. Some came from Africa, from America, from all over. And we have the first row where pastors sit down, not the stage. We don't have the throne on the stage, no. Just in the hall, we have the stage. Then in front of the stage, the first row, that is where the pastors sit. I sit down, my wife and the senior pastor sit down. But what surprised people who came, these pastors who came from Africa and came from all over the world to see us, is that, we normally in our church, we call people forward to come and dance. So they come and dance in the front, and when they finish dancing, some of them just remain there in the front and sat down beside me. I'm sitting down, my wife is sitting down, other members of the church are just sitting down. Everybody is coming to sit down in the same front row or anywhere, because that is this free place. So people are just sitting down everywhere. After the church, all these pastors came to me and said, "Pastor, what is that?" I said, "What is it?" Some ordinary members, just people who are, even when I was saying, when I came out to the stage to do altar call, and we were doing altar call, some of the people who were sitting in the first row with me, near me, they were for the first time in the church. They were coming to give their lives. That was how these pastors got to know that these people were even not born again, and they were sitting right there with me on the same row. In my place. In fact, one of them took my place, so I just took and went and sat in the next place. And they couldn't believe it. How can? Because we have elevated humans above other human beings. We have elevated ourselves above other humans. This shouldn't be. In fact, as a matter of fact, if you are anointed, truly anointed, that anointing, or if you are elevated, if God has promoted you and has blessed you, that is for you to serve other people. If you have been anointed as a pastor, you are just to serve other people. That's just for you to serve other people. If you are the head, the Bible says you have to be this. If you want to be the head, you have to be willing to be the slave. If you want to be the first, you have to be willing to be the last. If you want to be the greatest, you have to be the least. So that is just the way this kingdom works. All of us have wealth, not because of the position we have, not because of the money we have, not because of pastors. We are pastors or we are not pastors, but we have wealth because God lives in us. God created us according to His image. We don't even have to be a Christian to have wealth. It's not just Christians who have wealth. Unbelievers have wealth. Why? Because they are created in God's image. Christians have wealth because they are created in God's image. Muslims have wealth. You know, Muslims, Christians, I mean, not non-Christians, Buddhists, every human being are supposed to be equally respected. Why? Because they were created in God's image and God's likeness. We are supposed to exalt people, to honor people, not to disgrace people, not to humiliate people, not to break people, but to love people, to bless them, and to show the love of Christ to them. If God is honoring, can you imagine if God is honoring us? If God honors people, and He says that don't give place, a special place to people in the church, we shouldn't do it. If the Bible is saying don't give special place to people in the church, why are we doing it? It means don't have preferential treatment in the church. But some people are doing exactly that. We shouldn't do that. We should be like our Father who is in heaven. We should honor people. And that seat, He said you shouldn't have special seats. It's a symbol of the fact that, don't put other people above other people. Make sure that everybody is treated equally. Make sure that all people are treated equally. That is the kingdom of God. That is the way things are supposed to be in this kingdom. We should, know that everybody deserves honor. Everybody deserves respect. Everybody deserves to be respected. Everybody deserves to be honored. Not because of who they are or what they have, but because God, its image is in them. God lives in them. Even if God is not living in them like they are not born again, God's image is in them still. God's image is in them. And we have to honor people. So don't let anybody put you down. And I want to use this opportunity to talk to wives. And I'm sure I'm going to a dangerous place right now. But I heard that, I as a pastor, my advice to women and wives is, don't allow any silly man anywhere to be beating you and you will still remain in that house. Don't allow anybody to humiliate the nature of God in you to that extent. And it's just abuse is not just beating you physically. Don't allow moral abuse. Don't allow anybody to put you down. You have been crowned with honor. You have been crowned with glory by your Father. The Bible says that women must treat women as co-heir of God's inheritance. We must teach you as princesses. That's why I'm calling my wife a princess. I call my wife princess. Why? Because the Bible says you must treat the ladies as they are daughters of the Most High God. You must be treated with honor. You deserve honor. The Bible says that we husbands must treat our wives with honor. With honor. So, because they are daughters of God. If you want to translate it, they are daughters of the King. So don't allow anybody to humiliate you. Don't allow anybody to emotionally abuse you, mentally abuse you, sexually abuse you. Don't allow anybody to humiliate you. If anybody tries it, call the police on him and get him out of there. If the police will not come to get him, take your bag, pack your stuff, and just say, you will never see me here again. If you are a brute, go and be a brute to your mother. Go and beat your mother up. Go and abuse your mother. Go and be a brute to your sister. Go and be a brute to anyone you want, but not to me. I'm a daughter of the Almighty God. I will not allow any human to remove the glory that God has put on me. I will not allow any human to reduce my glory, to reduce my honor, or to humiliate me, to put me lower than where God has placed me. I will not allow you, husband or no husband, and if some of you are going to remain there just in the name of, keeping the family. I don't say you go and divorce. I'm not saying go divorce, but just pack your load and leave that place. Somebody say, oh, but maybe you need to endure, and then maybe through your endurance, you are going to save the person, and God is going to save the person through you. Let God save the person himself. You are not the savior of the world. It is God who is the savior of the world. It is God who created him. God knows how to save him. Let God save him. Not you are going to save him. You are not the savior of the world. You didn't die for him. Let God save him. Let God save him without your help. God will find. God has millions of people in this world. God has millions of ways so that he can use to go and save him. Don't go and be enduring humiliation. Don't go and be enduring abuse just because, oh, maybe God will use me to save him. That is foolishness. I'm sorry. That is just stupidity for you to keep on. But don't wait till they kill you. Don't wait till he maims you. Don't wait till, because by the time he beats you and maims you and kills you, everybody will just be crying and be regretting. Save yourself before you hope that somebody will come and save you. Run for your life. Get that kind of brute out of your life. Get him out of your life. Don't allow anybody to abuse you. The same thing with men. You should not allow, if you are a man, you shouldn't just say, oh, okay, my wife is beating me or my wife is abusing me and I'm just going to, endure. No. We are all God's children. We all have the honor of God upon us. We all have the glory of God upon us. Don't allow anybody to humiliate that God, to disregard that God, to despise that God that is in you. Let the honor of God in you be seen. Let the glory of God that is in you be seen. Let your worth be seen, that you are loved by God. You are the daughter of God Almighty. You are and all those things. The other day I read in the newspaper, in the internet, that a pastor, a woman died in the church. A woman died in the church because the pastor went and put 1 ton of speaker, what do you call speaker, the loudspeaker, the loudspeaker they had in the church, which is half a ton or 1 ton. He went and told the men to put it on the woman, and the photograph was there. I saw the photograph. So they put the speaker on the woman, and so that because she is one of the active who want to support the pastor, and the pastor, amen, yes, I can. So she came forward. They put the speaker on her, and she died because it was too heavy. Because they said the power of God was going to sustain her. It didn't sustain her. And all those pastors that are, making people to eat grass and to do all kind of stupid stuff. I don't know. I just don't know. South Africa, I don't know what you have. Somebody should start a campaign in South Africa. Someone should maybe this is your calling to stop all those kind of rubbish in your country. If you are from South Africa, some people are doing those kind of rubbish in your country. Maybe you are supposed to be the one to stand up. I even saw another one where the pastor doesn't, his feet shouldn't touch the ground. So when he comes to church, people have to either carry him or he stands on, people are lying down on the floor and he is standing on them. Or even in Nigeria, some people are putting their leg in the stomach of the pregnant woman and trying to kick, use the leg to kick the stomach and so that the person, in the name of healing. Just because you need miracle, you shouldn't entertain any kind of rubbish in the name of miracles. You shouldn't entertain any kind of, and you shouldn't entertain any kind of disgrace, shame, dishonor, just because you are looking for miracle. If a pastor slaps you in the church, give him a dirty slap back. No, don't give him a dirty slap. I'm just joking. Just turn your head, turn your, just go and leave that place. Don't allow anybody to humiliate you. Okay, I'm sorry. I got carried away. I am sure. But but you got my point. You have worth because of what God has done for you. You have worth because of the God that lives in you. You have worth and you deserve to be honored and respected. Okay, just like the other day, Pastor Sophie, one of my pastors here, was telling me of a story that the pastor of a particular church told their members, never listen to Pastor Sunday. Don't listen to Pastor Sunday and Elijah because, Pastor, I don't know, I'm a sinner and I'm this and that. They shouldn't listen to Pastor Sunday because I'm scattering people's church because of this, my teachings. I'm a rebel. I'm destroying the church in Nigeria. I'm working for Islamic agenda. All kind of rubbish people are saying. So I had a very funny story that a woman went to another lady and said, we heard that you are listening to Pastor Sunday's message. We told you not to follow this man. Don't listen to his message. If you are going to listen to his message, we are going to do this, we are going to do that. The lady that they were accusing that she was a rebel by listening to my message, she said, who are you to talk to me like that? What will you do to me? And they said, we are going to do this, we're going to report you to the pastor. So this lady that they accused of listening to my message just turned around and gave her a dirty slap and said, if you come to me again, I will beat the hell out of you. I said, no, you don't need to do that, that's too much. You don't need to give anybody dirty slap or anything. Just say, I'm a human being. You don't tell me what to listen to and what not to listen to. No pastor he could advise you, but they cannot make you to just listen to him or just listen to her. I heard that in Nigeria, there are churches that say you only listen to your pastor. Are they crazy? If there is any pastor that tells you only listen to them, that is already a sign that it's a cult. It's not a church, that's a cult. If there is a pastor that tells you that you cannot listen to any other person, you cannot do, they can advise you, but they cannot force you to do that. If they are going to sanction you or call you a rebel because you want to grow, you just pack your load, JJ. Just pack your load, cool. Don't need to fight anyone. Don't. Shigo Nwafo is writing in our language. He said, I don't feel laugh. Oh. That is Nigerian English saying, I cannot laugh enough. I'm tired of laughter. I'm dying of laughter. That's what Shigo is writing. I'm dying of laughter here. Help me laugh. You don't need to fight with anybody. You don't need to get into any physical thing. It's not a physical thing. Our fight is not against flesh and blood. Just take your leave. Keep your freedom. Just walk away. Just walk away. Honor them still. Respect them. Thank him. If you want to go away from a church, go and meet your pastor or write a letter to the pastor. Buy some gifts. If you feel the pastor, because he has done something for you, he had probably, he had probably been a blessing to you one way or the other. So don't just walk out and close the door and, dishonor. You don't need to show dishonor yourself. You don't need to walk in dishonor too. So let them walk in dishonor, but not you. So what you do, if you need to leave a particular church, if you see that you cannot stay in that church anymore, go and get a gift or some money, buy an envelope, put a good offering in an envelope, or go and buy some gifts. Come, bow down and honor, or if you want, you can stand on your knees and say, thank you so much for all what you have done for me and all that. I want to thank you. My time here is over, but I want to honor you. I want to thank you. If you cannot do it, you can send somebody to go and take it to them, or you can write them a letter to just honor the people, to thank them. So, so keep honoring people, no matter what they have done against you, no matter how they have treated you. You don't need to dishonor them. You don't need to, hate them. Keep loving them, thank them, and just walk out. Walk out and live your own life the way you, the way you feel that you are going your own way. But honor people, respect them, thank them, write a letter to them, thank them for what they have done, and give them some gifts, compensate them for the good thing they have done for you in the past. Don't remain an enemy to anybody. And just honor them, thank them for what they have done. If anybody had ever given you a glass of water, they deserve to be honored and respected. You are having your own opinion now. You need to move on with your life. Let them know that, and let them know you honor them. Okay, it's time now. Let's go and share. If you have not shared this link yet, please go ahead and share the link. Let's go ahead and look for your timeline right now. Anybody that is there that has not shared this link yet, Go look for your share button. You under your video, you must have a share button somewhere. Go look for that share button. And I want to hear some of the things you people are writing. Let me see if you are writing something. I've not been reading your comments, but I couldn't miss this lady's comment. She go, oh, I just like her. I've never met her, but I like her energy. I just like the girl. And she's writing, she's the one who wrote about it. I don't feel laugh. You want to make me die out of laughter myself. So Joseph Oyewole said, keep honoring people no matter what they have done against you. We are creatures of honor. Yes, yes. Ajiboye Adefemi said, thank you, Pastor. Many have been brainwashed to subject to only one teaching because they believe they only have the message. Bash Ojolabi said, I'm blessed with this message. You know what? One thing I also noticed, I went to Nigeria one time. This was really funny. This is going to be the last thing about honor and about worth. There was a pastor that was coming to see me. He really wanted to see me. So I invited him to my hotel. And first of all, he didn't want it. He said he came with his assistant pastors. So these were assistant pastors. They were not just somebody there. They were assistant pastors. And we were sitting down there in the lobby and talking, and the assistant pastors were sitting in the next something. I said, why? We're just talking about generosity. I said, is there any confidential thing you want to discuss? No, no confidential thing. You just want to see me? Yeah. So who are these people? Because they were standing there as if they were drivers or they are slaves or some servants. It was as though they are assistant pastors. If you're assistant pastor, even if they are your driver, where is your driver? The drivers are there in the car. Why are they behaving as if they are some outcasts somewhere? As if they are some sub-citizens, second-class citizens. I said, go get them, come. So they all came. So, we were sitting down together. So I took them to my room because they said they didn't have any confidential thing to say. I said, can they come? He said, yeah. I said, let them come. Okay, they came. Can you imagine 6 of us sitting down? And we were discussing just normal human topic, just Christian topic, just normal. And these were assistant pastors and drivers and things. And I discovered that I wanted to hear people's opinion, like I'm hearing your opinion here. I'm talking with the pastor and talking to all of them. I want to hear their opinion. I will ask them, what do you people think? They are looking at their pastor. My God, God have mercy. So after about 1 hour of trying to get to hear their opinion, I want to hear them. Because they are human beings, they are here. I want to hear their opinion. They must have an opinion. I see that only the pastor is talking, and I'm looking at them, I'm talking. So then I'm asking the pastor, what's the problem? Are they sick or can they talk? He said, no, they cannot talk until they are given the permission. Why? But are we not discussing here? Oh, no, it's not allowed for why your senior pastor or your father in the Lord is sitting down for you to be talking your own opinion. Where is that coming from, for Christ's sake? Where is that coming from, for Christ's sake? I said, but I am here and I'm telling everybody to share their opinion. And do you prohibit them? I want to hear their opinion. So this pastor now told them, okay, you can. Pastor is asking you to share. Okay, share now. No, make you share. Talk. So the people started talking. It happened that they were wise guys, smart guys. But they were just sitting down there quiet. They had something to say, but they were quiet. Religion has destroyed our country. Religion is destroying the kingdom of God. Religion is destroying children of God. Religion is killing us. Let's set our country free from religion. Let's set our people free from religion. Religion is a slavery. Religion is bondage. Religion is just destroying people's potential. Religion is destroying people's worth. Religion is the biggest enemy we have in that country right now. Religion should bring freedom. Jesus said to freedom he has called us. He didn't call us to bondage. He called us to freedom. Anyway, if you have not shared the link, please go share the link. Go share the link. And if you have shared the link, write your opinion. Let me hear what you're thinking about all this. You know. And I wanted to talk about net worth, like I said. But, you know, I have to start with worth. So I'm starting with worth. But tonight, I'm going to go ahead and go to the core of the message. And the core of the message is going to be about net worth. And that is when I'm going to be talking about, you know, what net worth. Net worth is different from worth. But I needed to make that distinction for you to know that everybody is worthy. Everybody has worth, first of all. And then we are going to teach you how to create worth, net worth for yourself. Now that you know that you have worth, actually the reason I started talking about this is because I wanted to say that you might be created in the image of God and not even walk in that worth, in that worthiness, in that worth, in that honor, in that glory. You might have worth and not even know it. And so that you need to convert what you already have into net. You need to convert who God say you are into a net worth. So you need to convert your worth into a net worth. That is, you need to convert your worth into value. You need to convert your worth into value. And the reason why women allow themselves to be beaten, abused morally and emotionally and mentally is because they don't sense the value of their worth. All of us have worth. The reason why church members allow themselves to be pushed around and commanded around and just humiliated and slapped and all that in the church is because they have worth, but they are not aware of their worth. So you have not converted your worth into your value. So what I'm going to talk about tonight will be how to create net worth for yourself, how to create value for yourself, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. So I'm just so emotional today. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. I wanted to read your comments, but I don't think I have. I don't think I'm going to read these comments because it's going to take me another half an hour to do that, and I'm just so emotional about all these things. I'm so sorry, but we'll see you tonight. See you tonight, guys. See you tonight, everyone. God bless.